Friends, thanks, dear President. The proceedings of our Congress have been opened by President Dole. President Dole, who recalled forcefully, and then now we have Julia Tymoshenko, who recalled the importance of the major battle for liberty and democracy of our friends in Ukraine. As the president of the Christian Democratic International, I'd also like to thank Lopez, our Secretary General, who has assisted me throughout the years. I wanted to convey a symbolic message to the memory of the great President Martins that has always helped our international. I'd like to add to the thought of Ukraine, thinking about young people, militants, activists that are fighting in Venezuela, that are fighting against an unacceptable regime there. I would like to please applaud the resistance fighters in the Ukraine and in Venezuela who are fighting for freedom. I think that the Congress of the European People's Party also must fight for the right to profess the religious faith of all these Christians that are persecuted on account of their faith. We're looking at Asia, there are events in Africa, where in a lot of countries expressing one's faith means a risk to one's life. I think it's important that we mustn't forget this battle. And we must also harshly criticize those who have proclaimed the major virtues of the Cuban democracy. As we all know, there is no democracy in Cuba. And even now, there are Christian Democrats, their colleagues, friends, who are fighting and are in Cuban prisons because of this regime that is so proclaimed by European intellectuals is a dictatorship, is violent against people. It is a violence that has contributed to the starving and the misery of its population. The Christian Democratic International of the Centre is waging a very fair battle in a lot of places in the world. And I think that we'll always have the same enemy. Our enemy is populism, even in Europe. It is the counter-political movement that is populism. I come from a country where Grillo is basing himself on the slogan based on being against Europe and against politics. If we are to be victorious against European populists, we mustn't use their narrative. Even the popular parties in Europe, we talk too much in Euro rhetoric. We must ask this Europe to change forcefully. If Europe is to speak only about rigor, and if it doesn't talk about solidarity, jobs for our young, if Europe doesn't talk about growth and looks into growth, I think that we are destined to succumb against populism in the future. I'd like to also say something. I would like to thank the presidency for the opportunity given to me. I'd like to say as follows. What is the genuine manner of being pro-European? The genuine way of being pro-European is by working we have on the basis of national divisions. There is unity that prevails. And I would like for there to be a list of European socialists in my country and that of EPPs. I would like divisions to be overcome to find a unifying moment in the major families in Europe. The forthcoming elections of the European Parliament will have to be a new page opening up for Europe. I'd like to thank you, and I wish this Congress and the EPP every success to continue as it's been doing and continue supporting the international as it has done under Martens. It's a big sign and a big force of change.